One. There it is.
Yay.
Hey, family. Welcome to the Business Cousins podcast, where we think business and family do mix.
Absolutely. How y'all doing today? Welcome back. Welcome back.
I'm excited.
Me too.
Episode 10. Most folks make it past episode 10. Today, shout out to Tasha for another amazing topic. We got some bad news. Man. You're teaching people to mistreat you.
Yes.
You're teaching people how to do you wrong and keep
In,
doing it.
in
So
business and in life.
what's it? Am I the drama? Yes, but we're gonna show you how we built that within our lives and businesses and how to fix it. So I'm Bruce Hill, your Better Questions coach, helping you grow your business by teaching you to ask better questions. And this is my amazing cousin.
Yes, I'm Tasha Cooper Ware, CEO and founder of HLS Collective, Healthy Lifestyle Collective. We help you do what you're supposed to do, even though you know what you're supposed to do.
Your intro get better every time.
And this is episode 10, y'all. We made it.
Man, I'm hey. Okay.
Where's the sound effect?
Oh, did we ever? Okay, we're growing as we're going. We
Yes.
got to get the sound effects in here.
Yes.
Let's see hotkeys. Share video. All right, we'll have to fool around with it.
Yeah. It's on the media. It's media assets. Media assets.
Hey, listen, we're just having fun while we're doing it, y'all.
Once a week. So when we see each other, it's like, oh, there's my friend, my cousin friend.
I did get in trouble for that once. I was like, yeah, that's my friend Tasha. And then I was like, who's Tasha? I was like, oh, that's my cousin. They're like, oh.
Both.
It's both. It's both. Yeah, no, listen, I realized, maybe we've talked about this in another episode. I don't know how people do this 100 episodes in, because I'm going to start repeating myself, but I don't think hiring family is the problem.
Right.
You hire people to handle money that have been history of stealing, right?
Exactly.
Like, you can't have your crash out auntie or your crash out brother to do customer service. Like, what do you think is going to happen? So it's tough to take responsibility for these things, but at some point you have to say, man, what decisions did I make that put the business in this situation? So how did you come up with this title, with this topic?
I think I see it in people's relationships often, in their personal relationships. So it was an assessment of, okay, how much are you really giving? How much am I really giving to my business? I had an amazing brunch this weekend for the lady for Women's History Month. It was called just not another ladies brunch. Shout out to the 60 women that showed up.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was a really big one. And
okay, I want to hear about that. Keep going.
Yes. So in going through that process and seeing who showed up for me and who did not, even though save the dates went out back in December, like it was very eye-opening to the people, how I treat them and how I show up, but how it shows back up in business and in friendship. So that's where that topic, I was like, that's that kind of, we can talk about that. The overextending ourselves and the boundaries in place and not in place.
Or not in place.
So I think it's the silent agreements. You think you have the support, and support looks different for everybody.
True. So I think that's a big one for me. So let's talk about boundaries in place. One big one is late invoices. All right.
Oh.
If you're running a business, especially if it's a service-based business, you've probably dealt with a late invoice before. How do you handle that? What kind of conversations are we having?
So what I've learned by not putting up those boundaries is I put clear timelines and late fees.
Oh,
okay. Yes. If I'm working with a vendor who has to pay my invoice, I've learned that I need to put that in, and I need to keep very good communication in writing as far as when it's going to be delivered, how it's going to be delivered. As long as it's in writing, I haven't had too much trouble after the trouble I did have. And it's literally the late fee. Oh, it's coming. And it's like, well, it was supposed to be a 30-day net. We're at 39 days. So putting those things in place and in writing, and both sides have acknowledged it. And before it's due, re-acknowledge it. Like, those things have to happen. I do a good job of paying people on time. I have oh, I've done payroll for 20 years and I like it to stay on schedule so people can stay on schedule. Their bills stay on schedule and then their lives can stay on schedule as well.
I want to interject here.
Sure.
I have an invoice that I need to pay. It's late.
Okay.
I had a problem, or am having a problem with LinkedIn. They charged me for a job posting. I didn't post a job posting.
Okay.
So I'm working disputing that. The first thing I did was I called the people. I was like, hey, this is what's happening. I don't have a timeline to resolution. This is what's going on. And they were so appreciative. They was like, thank you. We didn't have to track you down. We had to email you. Right. We know what's going on. Will you give us an update on Monday? I said, absolutely. I love to pay people early. That's one of my favorite things. And they'll call you like, hey, can you take care of this invoice? I was like, yeah, I did yesterday. And they're like, oh, thanks.
And there you have it.
I love that feeling. But if it ever runs into a situation for whatever reason where you can't pay invoice on time, I'm praying all good things in abundance in your life and business. I was never issue. Hypothetically, call them and tell them. Don't let them chase you down.
Yes.
Please don't be that person.
There's always a one-off though. Like I think you're allowed some grace when it's not a habit and when it's not your reputation, because your reputation will precede you.
You know what? That probably actually does help a lot. Because they're like, oh, Bruce, he's, we know he's going to take care of it.
He paid 99 other invoices on time.
Yeah, that's a good point.
And an explanation. But I have worked with other people where it's every pay period, it's late.
Every time?
Yes. I no longer work with them, obviously.
I was just about to ask you.
But
these people.
Those are things that I deal with my clients because they do, I have them on automatic payments and stuff happens, cars get hacked. I understand. As long as you're communicating with me. But let's be clear. I have had some clients, their invoices were not paid. It did not go through. They said they're going to pay. And then they turn around and ask me for more services.
Where's the media? We need a womp womp womp.
I know. That was a new one. And I had to say, well, yes, you have no programming because you owe an invoice. Yes, it's blank. No, I did not preemptively do the work. Actually, I did, but I can hide it.
Nice.
But I didn't hide it this time. I actually just didn't do the work. Because
you knew.
Yes. I'm like, in the event, So I think that some of that can fall under undercharging as well. I think that this is sometimes.
Let's talk about it.
Like you set your price, but when you start lowering it and making concessions, people become ungracious.
I have never had a problem with someone who paid the premium price. I've only had problems with people that pay the discounted price.
Same.
Perfect example. I'm doing a workshop tomorrow, Saturday, March 21st in Atlanta. Let's see, how can you get on the email list? Let's make this simple. Go to weeklywebinar.info, weeklywebinar.info, not.com. And there's a calendar of events on there. So if you're in Atlanta, come pop in, have fun. So it was $25. And I was like, I'm going to do a buy one, get one. I was playing around with some features in Eventbrite. And someone texts me this like, hey, this is your link isn't working. So what's going on? This Eventbrite shows it as $12.75, right? But when I click on it, it says 25. And I was like, yeah, it's 2 for 1. So 2 times $12.70. I was like, why are we having this conversation? I just raised the price.
Immediately.
I was like, I'm never having this conversation. Or $25?
Yes.
I'm a professional corporate trainer. Training starting at $1,000 per hour. I'd like to give back. I really do. I like to help out. And I was like, yo, guess what? You ruined it for everyone.
Yeah, it's interesting. One of my clients said earlier, he's like, I'm convinced most people either do drugs or are illiterate. And I was like, whoa.
That's a crazy take.
Crazy.
But he might not be wrong.
Because reading is fundamental. Like, did you read that it was buy 2, get 1? People don't read, but I do feel like when you get to a certain price bracket, people absolutely read it because they want to know, what am I paying for? What did I invest in? And then when I send them their diet and their detox, they read it and they have questions. And if they don't read it, they don't feel bad when I say, "Hey, did you read it?"
But that's what's the quote? He said, "When people pay, they pay attention." If you
Mm,
pay your money, you're like, man, I gotta get my money's worth out of this. Let me read this plan. Let me read this meal prep. Let me do this exercise. And then guess what? They get results.
yes.
But the folks that are always going for a discount, they want the shortcut. And success doesn't have a shortcut.
No, no. Especially in my industry, there is no shortcut to making you well. If I had I always say, if I had a magic skinny wand, I'd be a billionaire already.
That's one of my favorite quotes. Shout out to Roy Red of Buy Build Exit. Thanks for joining us, boss. If you're looking to acquire a business, that's your consultant of choice. Shout out to Roy Red.
Yeah.
Um,
Hello,
I
Roy.
think one of my favorite speakers, he said, if knowledge was the answer, everyone would be skinny, rich, and happy.
Exactly. Exactly.
You got to do the work, and
You got to
people
do
that are
the
willing to
work.
invest themselves are also willing to do the work. There's a correlation there.
Exactly. So, how do you feel about having the hard conversations when you do feel mistreated?
Man, that's a great one. So I've been in sales for 20 years now,
Mm,
and sales puts you against three common human fears. It's fear of judgment, fear of rejection, and then the fear of uncertainty. What's going to happen? And so you do that long enough, what at a high enough level, those conversations become easier.
mm-hmm.
Where I'm just say, hey, listen, you owe this money, please pay it. And what's really funny, a lot of the people I've worked with, I've kind of weeded out the balance. Oh, I'm
Same.
so sorry. I was in Italy. It's like, okay, we'll talk about that later
Mm-hmm.
when you get a second, and they just missed it. So you don't have to feel bad. This is permission. You don't have to feel bad asking for money people owe you. If you
Yeah.
did the work, they should pay you. Period.
Indeed, I do. Also, I believe some of it is in my systems. The systems that I use, I like the automatic payments. Like it's supposed to come out, as opposed to having to wait for them to pay the invoice.
So I'm building that out right now in my CRM
Mm-hmm.
because this chasing people down is that's
It's
silly.
it's timely. It costs you for whatever your hourly rate is. The amount of time that you have to send that email that could automatically go out
Hmm.
is
But that's exactly what we mean when we say you're teaching people to mistreat you. You're like, oh, these invoices is late, but you don't have automatic reminders set up. Bruce,
mm-hmm.
Tasha has her set up. Make sure you get yours set up. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
right? And you don't have a monthly due date. Like, hey, on the 15th, I know this is going to come out. You're making it more difficult for people to pay you. And how else is that showing up in your business? Right?
Exactly.
You're teaching people how to treat you, whether that's treat you well or to mistreat you.
Mm-hmm. I think another example of that I have to teach trainers is timeliness.
Okay.
If I let my client be 5 minutes late,
Mm-mm.
then they're always going to be 5-10 minutes late.
How you do anything is how you do everything.
Exactly, and I had to teach them, if you're late as a trainer, you're not giving them, you're charging upwards of $100 an hour. You're going to give those minutes back in money, and usually they look at me crazy. I'm like, exactly. So,
That's good.
like especially for my 5 a.m.ers, I had some trainers and I'm like, look, you chose to work at 5 a.m. I need you to not have this client waiting here at 5:10. That
Oh, they was keeping the clients waiting? No.
Oh yes. Oh my goodness. That's why I had to fire so many. Usually from
Oh, wow.
yeah.
Hey, pardon the interruption. I just shout out to Roy. He just sent this to his list and he hopped on. If you're just hopping on, this is the Business Cousins podcast. My name is
Yeah.
Bruce. This is my amazing cousin Tasha. We believe that family and business can mix. So today's conversation is: are you treating people? Excuse me. Are you teaching people to mistreat you? Are
Exactly.
you teaching people to mistreat you? And we're looking at how that shows up in our life and business. Thanks for being here. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. So if you're talking about setting up reminders or setting up standards, operating procedures, that seems to be a theme with you.
Mm-hmm.
Where else can we train our clients to treat us well, to engage with us well?
I would say definitely in your processes, as far as what are they looking for in their journey and what are their expectations and outcomes, and set those expectations as soon as possible,
Mm.
so that they're not treating as though you owe them more than what they paid for.
Okay.
So I'm sure in your industry, you may start off in sales training, and then before you know it, you're like, wait a minute, we're all in a whole nother ball game of helping you with your marketing, but kind of setting those boundaries in place, because there are other things that we can teach that might not be in one workshop, one webinar, or one training session. So setting those boundaries and expectations on the earlier side, I think has helped me have my clients treat me better, and I'm treating them better because I know their journey and where they should go.
That's obvious out loud, but I'm glad you said it out loud because I'm dealing with the situation now with a client has never paid on time ever. Right.
Ever?
And now, like the scope of work, we call it in the consulting firm, we call it scope creep.
Mm-hmm.
So there's one task we're supposed to be doing, but then there's system issues that have to be resolved, and there's compliance issues that have to be resolved. So you're right. I'm doing more work than I outlined in the original agreement.
And there you have it.
Okay, so let's talk about hard conversations. How do we let a client know, like, yo, you owe some extra money? How do we bring that up?
Right? How do you have that uncomfortable conversation?
Right.
So, I love my systems. I have all forms of communication with my clients set in place. I have their email, I have their phone number, I can reach them in my app. And then if I have to make the phone call, I do. But typically I go in the order of operation, like they get the email, and then they may get a message in the app, and then they may get a non-automated message. And then finally, I do send a phone call. And now my CRM, I do have my text message set up so I can make it send from the business and not directly from me. And hopefully it doesn't get from a fifth.
Hold on.
Yes.
Let's not go past that.
Okay.
It's sent from the business, not from you.
Yes.
Hold on, hit the mic. Man, right. Listen, if y'all don't come on here and watch this podcast, listen to this podcast, and then go do the same things you were doing yesterday, last week. If you learn from our mistakes and benefit from our success, you're going to accelerate your growth in your business. This is a big one because a lot of us will text clients from our personal phone. That removes boundaries. It's difficult to track. No one on your team can like, oh, I talked to Bruce, I talked to Tasha. They don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Let's get a business system set up. I love that. Love that.
Yes.
How is that received by clients? Do they feel disconnected from you, or?
No, actually, most of them are like you said, oh my gosh, thank you for reminding me. Oh, or they say, oh, I saw the email. When I get back from Italy, I'm going to take care of it. So, but I do like having the notes in place in the CRM because you can see the whole conversation. You can see that they opened the email that said that they owed it. So you don't have to feel away when you send the text. You can see, and luckily I haven't had to go DM and find someone in my IG, but it's also noted it from my social and IG in the CRM. So if you have other employees who are doing the follow-ups for you, it can still have a professional line of communication because they can see it.
Man, I love it. That's a masterclass. We're trying to run a business. No hustles, no side hustles.
No cash app.
Entrepreneur. No. Running a business. Yes. I love it. So, okay, we've got all the modes of communication. We're doing work for the client. They need a little extra. Mm-hmm. How do we talk to them about that upsell? How do we talk to, or to say, hey, I'm not going to do that until, I don't know. Walk us through it.
So I have some built-in upsells because I have built-in nurturing. Again, after they sign on with me, they're going to get the email that says, hey, did you drink your water today? The basic reminders, so that when they get the, hey, did you know I have a restaurant ordering guide? Because
that's clever.
Yeah, so I have the upsells built in.
I'm taking notes, y'all. This is good.
Yeah. Yeah, so once they sign on for whatever product that they signed on for, I have it already funneled out which direction they go for, an upsell, downsell, or a share for a referral. And then from there, I can see where they are in their client journey. That's going to take 3 months, 6 months, 9 months, or 12 months. Okay, let's re-engage via a phone call.
So you don't even wait to offer additional services. You create a value add while they're already a client.
Yes.
That's good. That's good.
Yes.
Where's that little? Where's that sound effect? I
You
think
need
we
that
need more.
applause? You want
Yeah,
that?
absolutely. Let's give it up for a business masterclass happening.
Yes.
So, listen, y'all, we're just having fun while we're doing it. So basically, the reason people are mistreating you and you're struggling in your business is because you haven't set the boundaries, you haven't set up the systems, and you haven't set the expectations. So guess what? You can fix it. You can do the opposite.
Yes.
Set up the systems, set the boundaries, set up the expectations early. And so now we don't have to hear this, oh, running the business is exhausting, or I'm doing everything. We want to eliminate that.
Yes.
Can we put it to zero? Maybe not, but we can get really close. Zero incidents in 90 days, right?
Absolutely.
What's a word of wisdom you want to leave them with before we wrap up?
Create your systems and try to stick with them so that you have the data to adjust them. And don't wing it.
That's a hustler mentality.
Yes, don't wing it. Stay within your business. Look at it, analyze it, grow from it. Know that what it is today is not what it's going to be tomorrow, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. But one day at a time, you can have growth and win. You can win.
Okay, motivational speaker. I love it. I love it. That's big for me. As I grow from a solopreneur to a business, that's been a big step for me. Is setting up. Here is a list of things I'm going to do. Here's the time I'm going to do it, and having them sign it. Right? What do I do? Google has it set up. I just sign in Google. We don't even get fancy. Don't let money be an excuse. That's probably my advice for y'all. Don't let money be an excuse. That's it. So, um, listen, if you want to get alerted, if this was good, share with a friend. If you want to be alerted, say, hey, when's the next episode coming out? Visit askingbetterquestions.com, askingbetterquestions.com. Grab a Better Questions toolkit, and you can kind of peek into my brain on how we're helping you grow your business from a holistic. She handles the health and wellness. I handle the sales and operations, and we're going to help you get there a little faster, a little smoother. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week.
See you next week.